My therapist said I was delusional about being stalked. The hidden cameras were real, though. You're experiencing paranoid delusions, Sarah, Dr. Melissa Hartman said at 4:15 p.m., tapping her Mont Blanc pen against my file with practiced concern. This persistent belief that someone is watching you, following you, documenting your life, these are classic symptoms of delusional disorder. I sat across from her in the leather chair I'd occupied every Thursday for 6 months, trying to explain again about the clicking sounds in my apartment, the feeling of being watched, the way my things seemed to move when I wasn't home. She smiled that condescending smile therapists perfect in graduate school and suggested increasing my medication. The mind can play powerful tricks, especially when we're under stress. Your recent divorce, the job loss. It's natural to externalize these anxieties, but I knew someone was watching me. I felt it in my bones, even as she wrote resisting treatment in her notes. The session ended with Dr. Hartman prescribing a stronger antipsychotic and scheduling twice-weekly appointments. We need to address these delusions before they worsen, she said. Trust the process, Sarah. Trust me. That night, the clicking sound in my bedroom wall grew louder. My cat, Mochi, stared at the same spot, her fur standing on end. But who could I tell? My therapist had already labeled me delusional. My ex-husband used her diagnosis in court to question my credibility. My friends grew tired of my paranoia. I was alone with the sounds in my walls. 3 days later, Mochi knocked over a picture frame while chasing a bug. The frame shattered, revealing something that made my blood freeze. A tiny lens embedded in the decorative molding. My hands shook as I examined it. It was a camera. An actual camera, not a delusion. Someone had been watching my bedroom for God knows how long. The discovery sent me into a frenzy of searching. Armed with a flashlight and screwdriver, I found them everywhere. In smoke detectors, inside electrical outlets, behind mirrors. 17 cameras throughout my one-bedroom apartment. The bathroom had 3. My stomach turned thinking about the violation, but also about Dr. Hartman's voice. These beliefs aren't based in reality, Sarah. I called the police at 2 a.m. Officer Davis arrived looking skeptical until I showed him the first camera. His expression shifted from doubt to alarm as we found more. By dawn, forensics had cataloged 23 devices, including audio recorders and motion sensors. Detective Rivera took my statement, her face grave. This level of surveillance suggests someone with resources and obsession. Do you have any idea who might do this? The investigation revealed the cameras were professional grade, installed with disturbing expertise. The trail led to shocking revelation. The equipment was purchased by my ex-husband's new business partner, Robert Klein, someone I'd barely met who'd apparently developed an obsession with me. But the investigation uncovered something worse. Dr. Hartman's name appeared in the security company's consultation records. Your therapist has been receiving payment from this security company, Detective Rivera explained, showing me financial records. It appears she was providing them with information from your sessions. The room spun as I processed the betrayal. The person I'd trusted with my deepest fears had been feeding information to my stalker, then gaslighting me about the very real danger I was in. Every session where she'd increased my medication, every time she'd called me delusional, she'd known the truth. She'd been paid $2,000 per month to keep me doubting my own perceptions. The arrests happened simultaneously. Robert Klein was taken into custody at his office, computers seized containing thousands of hours of footage. Dr. Hartman was arrested during a session, her license suspended immediately. She'd been providing consultation services to several client stalkers, a side business in weaponizing therapy against vulnerable patients. My ex-husband claimed ignorance, but emails proved he'd facilitated the introduction between Klein and Dr. Hartman, knowing his friend's obsessive tendencies. The trial revealed how Dr. Hartman had provided detailed reports about my mental state, suggested optimal times for entering my apartment based on my therapy schedule, and worked to convince me that my accurate perceptions were symptoms of mental illness. Dr. Hartman got 8 years for conspiracy and violation of patient trust. Robert Klein received 12 years for stalking and invasion of privacy. My ex-husband plea bargained to 2 years probation as an accessory. The footage was destroyed under court supervision, but the knowledge that it had existed still haunts me. The therapy board revoked Dr. Hartman's license permanently and launched investigations into her other patients. 3 more victims came forward with similar stories of being gaslit while genuinely being stalked or abused. I found a new therapist who specializes in betrayal trauma. In our first session, she said something that made me cry. Your instincts were correct. You knew something was wrong, and you were right to trust yourself. Mochi still stares at walls sometimes, and I wonder if we missed a camera. But now when I feel watched, I don't doubt myself. I investigate. The criminal case awarded me significant damages, which I used to move to a new city and start fresh. I also funded a foundation helping other therapy abuse victims. Sometimes the person supposed to help you heal is the one keeping you broken. The clicking sounds were real. The feeling of being watched was accurate. My paranoia was actually hypervigilance in the face of real danger. I wasn't delusional. I was surviving.